Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
She's wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't
We got
sound.
we got our second COVID vaccine yesterday, and it just clobbered me in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. Like, stop trying to kill me.
Is it Moderna or Pfizer?
Moderna.
Yeah.
But
Are you
we're
feeling
here.
better now, or is it still pretty?
I feel like a truck hit me.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I was exhausted for like 2 or 3 days. I didn't get any of the like sick that some people got, like puking and stuff, but I was tired, like just physically exhausted for like 2 or 3 days. It was pretty amazing. That's for sure. It's like, oh wow, like hit by a truck. That's insane. How are you, Ed? Are you feeling it too?
I have a little bit of a headache,
But
but I don't
not-
think that it affected me as much as it did her. But she also, I didn't, the first shot, she got a migraine and I didn't get anything. So we'll see.
So Deborah, you reacted to both of them.
Yeah.
You got that strong immune system just
Oh,
kind
God.
of doing its job.
System.
Look
It's
at
like,
you.
"Truck, are you kidding me?"
At least you know your antibodies are working and you are actually building resistance. That's one bright side to it. If you can find any. Well, we're supposed to have one more, but maybe she's not coming. Do you guys have something you want to work on? Since you're feeling like poo, is there something or something to avoid?
I was doing a twisting movement to reach something.
She was wiping her ass and she pulled a muscle.
Yeah, I was reaching for butt wipes and I pulled that.
I needed to wipe my butt and I pulled my back out.
Yes. Yeah, it's been a fun 12 hours.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, it's not funny. That really sucks, but that's really funny too.
Yeah.
I like how she was trying to put the positive spin on it. But no, she was wiping her butt.
Yeah, I was twisting and yeah. Yeah. It's been a day.
Grab something off the counter. No.
Yeah, it was on the tank behind me. It's like,
oh no.
Really stupid, but whatever.
What does it hurt to touch it, or is it just like?
No, it just hurts to like
move.
Try and reach or move or bend or put shirts on.
And it's kind of mid back.
Huh?
It's kind of mid back.
Yeah, I mean it's like right next to the shoulder blade, closer to the spine.
Okay. We can work that area. We should probably go down from there. Go there and down. Okay. Sounds like either low trap or lats. Probably low trap if it's right next to the spine. We can do that. All right.
This is hilarious for anybody that's watching the recording later.
Does anybody watch the recordings? I don't know. That feels questionable.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't think anybody does. I was talking to the Lyft ladies through there's a group that I'm on.
Yeah.
A chat that I'm on with them, and they're like, I'm looking for like some easy recovery days, kind of something to do. Does anybody have any suggestions of like yoga or whatever? And I was like, there's a whole flipping channel of recovery classes. There's like everything you could want for the past year. Pick a body part, it's on there. Easy peasy. Yeah. So nobody watches them. It's fine. All right, let's do. We'll we'll do that area, but let's do just a little bit of twisting, easy twisting to kind of feel out where we're at. So we'll start with low body twisting and then try upper body, but just kind of a check, recheck. So hands out to the side, tabletop the legs, and without clenching the arms, just a very gentle twist to the right, keeping the knee stacked. A very gentle twist to the left. Staying kind of within the boundaries of the pain, so don't go into any painful movement. If your twist is tiny because it hurts, that's okay. But just getting a sense of where the low back twisting is right now. And then we'll bring ourselves back through center and we'll take an upper body twist. So straightening through the right leg. Let's put our right arm overhead. We'll press down through the left foot and find that upper back twisting movement. Once again, you might just come just a little bit and not reach with the arm because you want to kind of not move into the pain. But going in and out of that upper back twist just a few times to whatever extent works for you. And then switch sides, feel it out on the other side. So left leg goes straight, left arm goes overhead, and then twisting. Same thing, you might not use the arm if it's particularly painful, but staying within whatever range you have today.
Like the arm where I got my shot, it doesn't go fully overhead.
That's okay. It doesn't have to go fully overhead. You can always kind of tuck it into the side and just kind of twist. Of course, rolling over the top, that delt probably doesn't feel very good either, but
That's okay.
you know, it's good to work through it.
Yep.
The more you move it, the quicker it'll stop hurting.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we have that kind of twisting figured out, we're gonna start with our balls, and I would keep them toted if you have them toted. We're gonna begin with the balls kind of right, I'm gonna say right at the bra strap line, and I assume Ed will have an idea of where that is, because, you know, bras, it's a thing. Okay, so right around there, kind of right in the general area where it's slightly painful for you. Balls will come right there, and then you're gonna, in theory, lay down on top of them. If laying down on top of them is too much, find your way to a wall, and you can do the same thing at a wall. Now, we want to kind of be right at the bra strap line, but if the pain for you, Deborah, is a little higher or a little lower, you're welcome to take it to kind of that spot that's a little achy.
Okay.
But if it's too much to be on the spot, just go like slightly lower than it. And then my suggestion once you get here, because mine in this spot is really tight today, so we're going to take a few breaths. So breathing into the rib cage and expanding the rib cage backwards into the balls, and then exhaling, letting that rib cage collapse. Take about 2 more breaths here. Bless you.
That was Delilah.
That was the dog.
Yeah.
That's okay. Still bless you, Docky. All right. I'm going to say let's dig our heels into the ground and take a little scrub up and down. So as you dig your heels into the ground, let that kind of movement go up the body. So it's a little scrub of this area. Just a little movement up, a little movement down. Once again, only if it's not super painful.
All right, and then let's go ahead and roll the balls down, maybe an inch or two. Just a little bit. You're kind of moving through that transition. Maybe you're right on the transition of upper back to low back. But we're kind of staying in that general transitionary area. Feels much better where I am now, but still feels a little tense. So let's go with a few breaths again, taking about 5 or 6 breaths. As you breathe in, expand the rib cage backwards. And then on the exhale, let that rib cage collapse back in. All right, let's go for one more nice big breath. Inhale, expand backwards. Exhale, let that rib cage close down. And then we're going to find some movement here. So this is going to be slightly more intense, and you guys take it at the speed you want to take it. You're welcome to make it kind of a half or smaller movement. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to find some flexion extension over the top of these balls. It looks like a crunch, but the goal is not the abdominal work. On the exhale, lift up, finding all that flexion through the spine. On the inhale, extending back. It really intensifies the sensation in the area that we're at. But once again, it's not about the ab work. It's more about finding that movement around the top of the balls. Maybe doing about 1 to 2 more. And then we'll come to rest down. And now let's take a little side to side swish. So picking the butt up off the ground just a little bit. We'll swish the hips side to side, rolling out. Depending on where you are, maybe across the rib cage, maybe you're rolling out just underneath the rib cage. Kind of it's going to depend on your anatomy and where those balls ended up. Once the balls get too far away from each other, we'll pick them up, place them back through center. Begin the little hip swish again. We'll go through just a couple more rounds of this. Feels kind of nice today. All right, the next time they make it all the way out to the side, go ahead and put them back through center. And we're gonna attempt to roll straight down the spine here. I say attempt because this is gonna kind of look different for everyone. If you can pop yourself up on your elbows as such, this is a great way to do it. Just rolling down to the pelvis and back up to the rib cage. But this is a lot of the shoulders. So if that is too much, you can always just kind of inchworm yourself down the spine and inchworm yourself back up. Both are valid options. Just make it work for you. But somehow managing to get the balls down to the pelvis and then back up to the base of the rib cage. ahead and take those out. Deep toe up the balls. We're gonna go for our deep back, low back muscle. But you just need one ball for it. So take the ball out of the tote. Where you're gonna take it is right above the top of the pelvis. That ball is gonna come about an inch or two away from the spine, right outside that erector group, that little speed bumps. The ball will set in. We've done this many times before, so you might remember it once you get down there. The ball will set into that spot. Then you're gonna butterfly open. I'm on my right side, so I'm butterflying open my right leg, which is gonna shoot that ball in at about a 45-degree angle. And then adjust as you see fit. Mine needs to be just a little down, so I'm kind of adjusting to get it there. You'll know it when you find it. It feels awesomely terrible all at the same time. But anchoring in to that little low back muscle that irritates everybody. Depending on how intense this is will depend on if you want to move or not. You might be cool just hanging out here. Particularly if you went to strongman yesterday. This might just be okay to hang out. But if you want to add more, digging that left foot heel into the ground, and once again coming back to that scrub, that up, down, up, down, up, down, little scrubby movement is great. All right, let's do a little contract relax as well. So just kind of activate the muscle here. What you're gonna do is pull the pelvis towards the rib cage towards the pelvis, a little side bend over the top of the ball. Hold the contraction for a breath, and then relax and let that contraction go. Maybe it'll soften up just a little bit for you. And then we'll try it again. Crunching around the ball, little rib cage to pelvis, pelvis to rib cage, side bend. Hold for a breath, and then let that go. And maybe one more time, side bend. Contract that side body muscle, and then relax. And we'll come off of that, take it over to the opposite side. Ball comes out, goes over to the left. Same position. If you found it on the other side, chances are you can find it on this side. Once you get the ball kind of into place, you're going to drop that left knee open. That ball's just above the pelvis, right outside those erectors that live along the spine. Butterflying the left knee open. Tilting in so that ball goes in at a 45-degree angle. And then adjust when you get there so you find the best spot for you. And once the ball's in there, kind of decide what you want to do. Maybe you just want to sit here and breathe. We suggest taking a few breaths. And then if it's not too bad, you can come to that scrub, digging the right heel into the ground, a little up, down, up, down. All right, and then we'll go into that contract relax, pulling the rib cage towards the pelvis, pelvis towards rib cage, crunching around the ball, holding for a breath, and then let that relax. Maybe that ball will sink in a little deeper. When you're ready, we'll contract, relax again. Rib cage to pelvis, pelvis to rib cage. Hold the contraction. And then slowly let it release, let it relax. We'll go for one more time, maybe crunching through the side body, little side bend. After you've taken about a breath, let it go, let it relax. We'll take that ball out, set it off to the side. And let's come back to our kind of twisting. So give yourself a moment on your back just to kind of make sure everything's turned on and in place. When you feel ready, we'll stack the knees over the pelvis, arms out to the side. Little low back twist, twist to the right, twist to the left. Arms and upper body is nice and relaxed. Just trying to see how your range of motion is for that low back twisting. And then we'll bring it back through center, take it to the upper body, right leg straightens, right arm goes overhead, left arm out to a T, finding that upper back twist. Going through a few ranges. A few twisting over. Maybe you reach with the arm, maybe you don't. And then switch sides. Left leg straightens, left arm goes overhead. Reaching across the body. Trying not to kill your shot arm. Maybe go for about one or two more. And then we're gonna do, I call it a reverse plank. Also called it like magic carpet before or something ridiculous like that. But it's essentially, you've done these before at the gym. But what we're going to attempt to do is kind of lift up off the ground from a flat position, from a supine position. So laying on your back, feet straight out in front of you, pointing those toes straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to press straight down through the heels and attempt to lift the butt. For me, my butt's not actually going to clear today. Now I can force it and really find some extension, but that's not really the goal. I'm trying to keep the rib cage and pelvis stacked, press down through the heels, and you'll feel, I don't know, calves, hamstrings, glutes, low back. You'll feel everything kind of turn on in theory. You don't have to go high. Like I said, my butt is still touching the ground. It's just slightly hovering. And then relax, let that go. We're just going to sit up there for like a minute. It's great. We'll try it again. Maybe you'll try it again.
Oh, there we go.
Give it a try, pressing straight down through the heels. Watch the feet, make sure they don't turn out. Try to keep them straight up towards the ceiling. Kneecaps up, toes up. Feeling the whole back side of you engage, in theory. And then when you're ready, let that go, shake it out. Excellent. All right, let's roll onto our sides, bring ourselves up. We're gonna take another kind of activation. I don't know, yoga, they call it gate pose. Your legs straight out to the side. We're gonna go kind of out to the side, but forward with our leg. You can kind of see that. I'm not directly in line. I'm a little bit forward is how that's gonna look. As such, I don't care which side you do first, just make it work for you. My right leg's out, so I'm going to begin by, let's begin by side bending. So you're just kind of gonna bend to the side. And then you're gonna add some extension and rotation. So I did a lateral bend, just kind of let gravity take me. But then I'm gonna find some activation. I'm going to twist and extend back. And the goal being to turn on all of the muscles kind of on this right side of my low back. I'm kind of aiming for activation of that right low back as I set side bend, rotate, and extend. All the things. And then we'll let that go, relax. Switch sides. Now my left leg is out. Not directly out to the side, but slightly forward. Begin with the easy side bend, and I don't side bend this way as well, but begin with the easy side bend. And then you're going to rotate and extend, aiming for turning on all of that left low back. Not moving into pain, just kind of trying to activate. And then we'll release, come out of it. Let's take it up to a full stand. So now we're gonna go for a bigger activation. We're gonna activate the lat. So this is one of those things where you're gonna get out of it whatever you put into it. So you could go through the motions of this and just be like, yeah, it was nothing. Or you can really try to activate your lat from your arm all the way down to your low back. And that's kind of the goal, is to feel the activation. Can I feel my lat activate from my arm all the way down into my low back to the top of my pelvis? So keep that in mind as we're doing this. All right. So step-by-step process. Let's see if we can do this. So internally rotating the hands, I'm going to twist my arm inwards, palm faces back, and you'll begin to feel things turn on. And then I'm going to extend my arm behind me and 80 duck. So my arm is going to go towards my body, and you'll begin to feel, for me, I'm like, oh, that high lat muscle starts to get really crampy on me when I start to do that. It's like, oh yeah, that's turning on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tilt the pelvis backwards. So I'm coming into kind of hyperextension. And then I'm going to extend back and rotate, trying to pull essentially my shoulder blade down towards my pelvis to the best of my ability. And like my arm, it feels crampy up towards the top of my arm. Like I feel it a lot. And then you're activating to the point where you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't feel good. That's like crampy almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then breathe, hold it, and breathe. Hold right at that edge of the crampiness. And then let that go, relax. We'll take it into a big stretch. So all the opposites. That tailbone's gonna tuck underneath you. You're gonna take that right arm, which is the one I just did, reach it across the body, externally rotate as you reach across, and kind of flex down and away. Big, big stretch. Reach through the fingertips, tuck under through the tailbone, trying to put as much space between your shoulder blade and your pelvis as possible. And then we'll let that go, relax that. My arm still feels crampy. It's okay, maybe we'll do it again, we'll see. Okay, don't overdo it. Don't make yourself completely cramped. Okay, internal rotation of the left arm, extension behind, and then adduction. So really pull that arm in towards, yeah, this side's gonna suck. Okay, pull that arm inside towards the body. It's gonna be really bad. Stick your butt out behind you, tilted the pelvis out, and then extend backwards as well as rotate towards the left just a little bit, trying to pull, pull your shoulder blade down towards your pelvis, squeeze the arm in close to the body, all the crampiness. That is absolutely terrible. Breathe. Get as much activation as you possibly can, or safely can. Hold it, and then let that go. Okay. Whew. Like right here, that just really doesn't want to do it. All right, now we got to do the opposite. So externally rotate the arm, palm turns outward, reach it across the body, tuck the tailbone underneath you, flex over, rotate the opposite way, put as much space between your pelvis and your shoulder blade as possible. Breathe. Hold this stretch flex position for just a little bit. And then we'll release, come out of it. Do we want to do that one more time? How's it feeling? Hyper crampy or?
I mean, sure, why not?
Your confidence is amazing. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, we were just gonna do it one more time on each side. We'll go start with a contraction and then we'll go into the stretch. So right side, internally rotate, extend, 80 down, pull that arm across the midline and you'll begin to feel the upper arm. Stick the butt out behind you. Extend back, rotate, trying to pull your shoulder blade down towards your pelvis as much as possible. Extend, extend, extend. Squeeze that arm in. Breathe. It's a very Barbie-like position, isn't it? Wow. Weird singing. And then release, let that go. Reach the arm across the body, externally rotate, reach, tuck under the tailbone. Find lots of length. And then let that go, relax. Okay, gotta do the other side. Internally rotate, extend, adduct, pull it across midline. And that's, I can just tell, that's upper fibers of my lat are what really need work. Stick the butt out behind you, little cheerleader butt. Extend back, rotate towards. Oof. And breathe. You're trying to feel the lat from the arm all the way down to the low back. Can you feel that full activation? And then relax. That's about all I can do on that side. Whew. Okay, reaching the arm across, externally rotate across the body, tuck the tailbone underneath you. Find lots of space. Feels really good on this side. Okay, and then we're gonna let that go. All right, let's play with the pelvis real quick and then we'll play with the, let me make sure we're okay. Yeah, we're good, okay. Let's play with the pelvis and then we'll play with the rib cage real quick, okay? So I'm gonna put my hands on my pelvis because my colors are, even though they're blue and black, they just all look the same color. Okay, so starting with the pelvis, you're gonna start by trying to tuck and untuck. So tailbone goes underneath you, tailbone sticks out behind you. And you can see my hands kind of tilting. You can also take one to the low belly and one to the sacrum. Is another way to kind of help you feel where you're trying to go. Tailbone reaches down, pubic bone reaches down. Little tuck, untuck of the pelvis. I like to notice as I tuck under, can I feel that transverse abdominis? Can I feel my ASISs pulling towards one another and feel this activating as well? Especially if you're someone who tends towards extension of the tailbone.
going through that a few times, trying to separate the pelvis from the rest of the spine. Feels really good after that lat work. Okay. Now we're going to try to up and down. So one hip lifts, the other hip lifts. You can lift the heel off the ground to exaggerate this and really make this happen. But eventually you want to get to a point where it's just a little bend of the knee. The pelvis is lifting and lowering. Elevation, depression of the pelvis. How's that working?
Belly dance class.
It is belly dance class. Because now we're going to put them both together, and your goal is going to be to circle the pelvis. Can you butt out behind you, right side lifts, butt tucks under, left side lifts? Can you turn it into either a square, or can you make it actually smooth it out and become a circle? And then can you circle the other way? The answer for me might be no today. No, there we go. Okay, I can do it. There we go. Just took a minute. And once again, noticing, is it your pelvis doing the work, or are your legs doing all the work? Are you trying to make your spine do it for you? Can you isolate the pelvis? Okay, and then let that go, shake that out. Now we're moving to the rib cage. Locate the rib cage. Once again, I'm gonna put my hands here so you can see. The goal to begin with is going to be shifting laterally, shifting forward, and then shifting backwards. So it's a little cat-cowy, but the goal being to shift forward and shift back. Not necessarily full flexion and extension, but a transition forward and a transition backwards.
Is it okay if the butt moves?
If the what moves?
If your butt moves with that?
The goal would be to eventually do it without the butt moving with you, to separate the pelvis from the rib cage. Can the pelvis move on its own, and can the rib cage move on its own? To start with, many people's butts or pelvises will move with the movement, but you're trying to get to a point where you separate the two.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
And sometimes that means just making it smaller. Like maybe it's just a tiny shift forward and a tiny shift backwards. Like sometimes making it smaller will, mine, I kind of exaggerate because I'm on camera to try and really show you guys what we're trying to do.
Are we gonna do side to side too?
We are gonna do side to side, yeah. But y'all seem to be playing with that. But whenever you're ready, going for that lateral deviation to the right and to the left. And noticing that it's your rib cage moving over your pelvis, not your pelvis moving under your rib cage. Not a side bend, but a transition. So you're not bending to the side, you're literally shearing to the right and shearing to the left. Sometimes it helps, and this is all like mobility, but if you can just barely put space between your fingertips and your rib cage, and then just like aim for them, sometimes that's helpful. I say sometimes because not all the time. Getting there. So then it's good to notice, like, is it easier for you to shift your pelvis under your rib cage or shift your rib cage over your pelvis? Can you do the both, and which one comes more naturally? Ed looks like pelvis is maybe more natural.
Yeah.
Deborah, is yours more natural to move the rib cage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just noticing, and then you know which one to kind of, you know, if you're working on something, which one to kind of work on. And then, you know, if you feel up for it, taking the rib cage into those circles. So we we circled the pelvis. Now can you circle the rib cage? And it might be forward, side, back, side. It might be more of a square, but you're aiming to get to a point where you can rotate the rib cage around. How's that feel? It's a lot. It's a lot to think about, but it's good to practice and try. Okay, let's shake that out. Do a big cat cow while standing. So just straight forward, tuck the tailbone, reach, little flash dancey. Once you feel like you've got a good flexion, take it into extension, reach back, extend. Try to feel the extensors all the way up the spine, and then tuck it under, reach away. And big extension. This time we're going to take it to a twist. So you're going to rotate just slightly towards the left and then reach. It'll change the angle of your cat. And then once you feel ready, angle the cow as well. We'll go through that one more time. Tuck under, reach at that angle. And then extend. And rotate the opposite way. So now I'm rotating towards the right, reaching away, tucking under. Big cat, take it back into the cow, big extension. Go one more time. And then we'll let that go. All right. Good job, guys. How's that feel?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
I hope you feel better after the shots. I hope it goes away soon for you, for sure.
I will.
Yeah.
If that spot continues to irritate, that little kind of weird gate pose we did is a good one, and the lat activation. But your lats might be sore tomorrow from the activation. If you really went all in, it surprisingly makes you sore. It's kind of weird, but it does. Like, oh, I didn't really do anything, but just really contract. So just to be prepared, it might be slightly sore, but hopefully it'll help clear out whatever twisting irritated.
Oh my God, thank you.
You guys have a good one. Happy Easter, or spring celebration, or whatever you want to call it. Have a good day. Enjoy the pretty weather, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.